Hey folks, this is IO Ether, and we're back playing some more World of Tanks. So as you can see, this is IO Ronnok once again, and he is in his T-34. Somewhere around here we have... there we go. Up ahead in the other T-34 is Werdna. He's also a good friend of mine. I've known these two for several years. And let's see how this goes. So it looks like Ronnok and Werdna are not going to defend the bridge. Or Ronnok is just pushing up to... yeah, there we go. He always breaks the boxes at the beginning of a match. One of the reasons for that is that it's way too easy for an enemy light tank to hide behind it and sit there for, you know, finish out a cap or something. I lost my train of thought as I realized that our scout tank was trying to commit suicide by running up the heavy line. So it appears that he got really... oh, no, there's a car now. And SU-100M. And an IS-6, I think? Yeah, he's dead. Now these guys have to hold up and hold this bridge. Or there's a KV-5 right over there. They either have to commit, or they're just going to go hold down right here. And honestly, I think holding down right here is probably the best bet. I would actually recommend that they back off just slightly. It'll drop their turrets closer to the bridge, and less likelihood that they get shot in the hull. Wow, the T-21 made it back out alive. That's really surprising. I did not see that coming. Okay, apparently our VK is going to his death as well. He wants into the action, you know. Can't be patient enough to wait for the action to come to him. No, he's going to charge in ahead of tanks that, you know, are 2 tiers above him, and he's going to fight off the enemy, you know, tier 8s all by himself. Or he will be, pretty much, in not too much longer. I can't see a KV-5 staying up to a Carnivar for all that long. Yeah. Yeah. It's possible that was already fire landing into the KV-5, but most likely it wasn't. Most likely this guy's not going to be here too much longer. And apparently the VK isn't even in position to be able to fire on whatever is killing the KV-5. Great. So if nobody minds, I'm going to speed this up a little bit. There we go. So the KV-5 is dead. And yeah, we're losing a lot of our team. If you look at the team list, you'll see that we've actually lost 5 tanks so far, and only one of them has been on this push. The rest have gone down the other way and just died. Also, apparently our Tiger 2 is AFK. Who knew? So these guys have pushed across the bridge, and this gives them a decided advantage for when they have to turn around and fight back across the bridge. It's going to happen. No doubt in my mind that's going to happen. Now, our friendly Black Prince is fighting a hero's battle over there. He is doing everything he possibly can to survive and, well, win. Though he's going to die. There is no doubt in my mind that our Black Prince out there is going to die. Now, if you look at the way that the Werdna and Ronnok's tanks are angled, you'll notice a slight difference in angles, and that's the reason that Werdna has taken 800 damage and Ronnok hasn't. Werdna is presenting his track and his front drive wheel ahead of the rest of his tank. It's getting him in trouble. Ronnok goes out represents mostly his track and doesn't leave the drive wheel as vulnerable, only gets his track taken off. It's a much more preferred result. He's side scraping, he lets the IS6 blow his track off. He doesn't care in the slightest. It's repaired in a few seconds and he... I personally would have put the shot into the front of the IS6. At that angle, you were more likely to penetrate the front of him than the top of his turret. Though I understand why he did that. Very nice shot into the commander's cupola. Now it's only a matter of getting pit maneuvered by a friendly VK and then killing this enemy Carnivar. Or Glacius, it'll go right through every time on those things. Okay, now we gotta spin around and do a base defense. And you notice this VK hasn't actually done anything helpful this entire time. He's just been in the way. Great, right? However, our Waffentrager, as much as he's done stuff, he is almost dead at this point. Somebody just is gonna have to splash damage him, and it's gonna be the end of him. Great. Oh, T-150. He's not a one-shot, but if these two aim and work together, there we go. Quick work. Now they're shifting positions and moving around. That's because there's 4 already on this map. Nobody wants to get shot. Ooh, ARL. And an SU-152, that's bad. Ronnok only presented the top of his turret.
We can't rely on it.
As such, I think he just took 300 splash damage. And that was from the ISU shooting him in the face. Friendly tanks take care of the ISU while it's trying to reload. And now Ronnok and Werdna are going to push forward on this ARL. They don't have to just rush it. They can take their time with it. And while they're taking their time, you guys want to move back and forth, wiggle as you drive, because otherwise you're presenting a really good target for our
vehicle destroyed.
So in a few seconds they'll be dark and everything will be fine. Those two just cleaned up an ARL very quickly and very well. Now Ronnok's trying to make a decision, and by the looks of it, he's telling the VK to go north. I don't know if it will. It's what he's requesting of it. No, apparently the VK has decided it wants to go south. Great. Well, at least we have the Waffentrager holding the base. And our VK is going to be spotting. Oh crap, there's a T-69. And unless the Waffentrager is really careful, he's going to get killed right there. And the VK will be next. Now the T-69 should have the gun to be able to kill the VK in one burst. Considering the fact that he's already used at least one round on the Waffentrager, he's probably still going to be okay with just killing the VK. No, wait. Does what, 250 average damage? So, yeah, he'll have to reload. However, now he knows Ronnok and Werdna are still here. He's putting a lot of damage. Ooh, looks like he did reload. Maybe? Nope. That was the rest of his clip into the VK. And now the VK is going to advance on him. Smart move, actually. One of the first smart moves this VK has made all game. Yeah, our KV5 is telling us that the T-69 is reloading, which is true. It is. T-69 is making a really good move here. He ran ahead at the VK. Ooh, unfortunately. Thanks, Werdna. I'm sure Ronnok really needed that kill secured. Good job. Okay, so it's 4 against the two of them. Yeah, I think they'll be okay somehow. Now, this can still go very badly for them if one of those, what are they, SU-122As? I think so. Yes. Yaha. Whoa. Okay. So all the arties have played a lot of games and are pretty well experienced in their given machines. So if one of them goes and spots, then they can still rain death down on these guys without ever being spotted. Or they can walk out into the open and get shot. This could happen too. Now you notice that the two of them are splitting up, and Werdna is going the normal heavy route, and Ronnok is going down this way. The reason for that is they want to make sure that nothing sneaks around behind them and starts to cap, because these guys do not have the speed to get back from the enemy base to their base in enough time to stop a cap. If two arties get on cap, they're done if they're not at base. Ronnok is being lit by something because a random shell just dropped in fairly close to him. So somewhere in these trees ahead of him there's an arty actually spotting. Probably not firing shots himself. No, he could, but that would be rather silly. So it looks like Werdna isn't actually going to advance down the other line yet, or maybe at all. It is currently just holding the bridge. He's going to make sure nothing backdoors us. Yeah. There's only 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the game. It's not a lot of time, but it'll be okay. Oh, there is one of them who didn't know Ronnok was there. That's good. The guy was pointing the wrong way. Got himself killed. However, now Ronnok's been lit, and the other two arty will know exactly where he is. They're gonna set up in such a way to blindside him, or at least that's what I would do. Sit in a bush where Ronnok has to come past, a bush where he can't detect you until he's right on top of you, and just aim in until you can fire. Hope to get a penetrating hit and one-shot him. Oh! So we're being capped, so Werdna's just going to spin around and kill that guy. And this guy is in a really weird spot, and apparently slightly suicidal, because that is one of the dumbest spots you can sit as arty trying to defend a base cap. The only place that would be worse than that would be out in the middle of the cap. The reason for that is that unless he came around right here, through here, and got hit in the side, which would have been fairly epic, any other place that Ronnok came from over there, he would have been able to see this guy and shoot him like he did without ever breaking cover. Okay, there's the battle between Werdna and the AMX, and it's going to be over fairly quickly. Yeah, wow, a minute left. Great game. Just under 1200 experience for this game. Brothers in Arms, which was well earned. Top Gun Award, and the Pascucci's medal. That was a joy to watch the end of that. And honestly, if those arties had stuck together and worked as a team, they probably could have won that game, instead of spreading out and acting like 4 individuals. So Ronnok did 3,200 damage over his 6 kills for that game. Now our Black Prince, the guy who died fighting the hero's battle in the mid. Just before the end of that, he did 2,293 damage. And only got a single kill out of all that. He absorbed over 2,400 damage and got almost 300 spine damage. This guy was one of the reasons we won that game. He held up the push along the south for long enough for Ronnok and Werdna to clean up the push in the north and then circle back. Master 196 deserves an honorary mention. So, honorable mention to Sikwit in his AMX 13 F3. Once he realized that Ronnok was out of position, he scurried around and went for the cap. If Werdna hadn't been there, this would have been a loss. That was a great game and a slick move at the end. Most of the shots Ronnok fired hit the target and some of those went in. He received almost as much damage as he dealt. Just shy of 3,200 potential damage received. That tells you that ISU hit him square in the face and that his mantle absorbed most of that shot. He ran a fair distance. 3 kilometers for a heavy tank is a long way to run. Most heavy tanks don't travel half that in a given game. This game seemed like it was lost when there was only 3 minutes left to go. The idea of searching out and finding 3 different RD in under 3 minutes is just unlikely. These guys made it work, and they made it work really well. Thank you, Werdna and Ronnok, for sending this in. Thank you guys for watching and hitting that like or subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. This is IO Ether out.